Let's have a look at two new things which are also very important when creating our regular expressions, and that are capturing groups and backreferencing capturing groups. And what does that mean? So a capturing group is something that you can capture and save in memory. For example, you match some part of a string and then you save it into the memory and then use backreference to reference what you have matched. And in that way you can match in the second part what you have matched before the first one. I guess an example would be a little bit more appropriate than this explanation. It might be a little bit confusing, but the idea is what follows. So let's have a look. Imagine that you're writing a book and you have been writing for like 2 hours straight, and sometimes some mistakes creep in your text. And imagine that you wrote this sentence, a very cool sentence, and you actually didn't want to add the second cool there. It doesn't sound good. And it is just part of the fact that you have been writing for long and it is a mistake. And you actually have written a whole book, it has 500 pages, and you want to run some tool over the text and find all such occurrences so you can remove them and trim your text, right? So how can we do that? And it will be a basic example of using capturing groups and backreferencing. And in this case, we will want to use a regular expression to match the words cool space cool. And let's see how we can do that. So first of all, we want to match cool. We know that. All right, very cool. And you can also do this, but this is a very particular example. So if you have another sentence with other words that are repeating, that will not work. And let's do something a little bit more generic. So we know that there is a word we want to match, and that word will have at least one alphanumeric. That could be a letter or a number, for example, if you prefer. And let's use what we have learned so far to match a character, alphanumeric character, and that is \W. And we know that a word consists of at least one of those. So let's use plus to match every single word. And now that we matched it, we can use a capturing group. And a capturing group is defined by parentheses. We already saw that we can use parentheses for alternation and also to define some subregular expression and then apply some quantifiers for it. And it is something similar to the second option for the subregular expression. So if we wrap this up in parentheses, nothing really changed. So every word is matched, but we added some parentheses. Cool. And what we want now is to have any number of space. Well, in this particular case, that would be just one space, but let's do something generic. And any amount of space and any kind of space can be